Hey guys, today's video is going to be a little bit of an update. As you know, we don't vlog regularly, and in between vlogging and sit down videos there tends to be a gap. So I just want to update you guys what's happening in our lives, where we are, and the whole shebang. First of all, I would love to say a huge thank you to all 200k of you. Some of you have been here from the beginning, and some of you know our story, you know how we started on YouTube. So it is actually mind-boggling that we've gotten to 200k and we're not doing it full time. It's just amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A lot has happened. We started off on YouTube in 2014, so it is actually 3 years. And when we started, quite frankly, we had no idea what we were doing. We just recorded and put out any video that we felt like. There was no structure, nothing, because we actually enjoyed doing the videos and putting it out there for you guys to watch. But in the last year or so, we've almost rebranded ourselves as family travel vloggers, really to inspire new parents, new families, that it is possible and enjoyable to travel with your family. Because in between all of the travel vlogs, we do get a lot of questions as to give us tips on how you travel with a baby, what are we supposed to pack, how is it possible. Some people are actually nervous to get on a plane with their babies, and we thought it would serve as an inspiration for young families that actually wanted to travel, for you to see that it is actually doable. It's not the easiest thing. It does take a lot of planning and logistics and teamwork, but it is actually doable. I wouldn't say that we've entirely rebranded ourselves as family travel vloggers, but during the course of the last 3 years, we've found something that we love doing and something that suits our jobs, our lifestyle, and our family, and we're trying to make it ours. This should serve as a motivation to anybody out there who's looking to start a YouTube channel or who's already started, because oftentimes I get emails from smaller YouTube channels asking what content to put out and how to grow their channel. I think if somebody has to tell you what content to put out, it's not going to be as authentic. I would say just go with it. YouTube is a learn on the job career, because if you look back on your old videos or your old content, you will see growth, and that is basically the principle of anything you do in life. You learn on the job, so just do it. When it comes to family, I don't know if I qualify to still call myself a new mom, seeing as Kian is over a year old. But being a mom has been awesome. It's been fantastic. And I just want to address something, guys. For anyone out there who mentioned to me, boys love their mothers and girls love their fathers, that was the biggest lie ever. Kian is obsessed with David. Like, he prefers David to me. I'm going to hands down say that, and I don't blame him because I'm obsessed with David as well. But anyway, parenting has been really fun. It's been really enjoyable and just amazing to see Kian grow, like from crawling to walking to babbling to saying some words to doing things. And David and I always look back at old photos of Kian and we literally cannot even believe how much he's grown and how he's changed and how sweet he is. That boy is so sweet. Okay, that's one thing I'm going to believe when it comes to stereotyping boys, little boys, because Kian is just the sweetest, kindest, outgoing boy that I know, and I just love him so much. We're very happy with his development. Kian at the moment is growing his 17th teeth. 17! Like, the boy can actually eat steak. I'm not kidding. Like, we give him a piece of steak and he just chews on it like... So this is what I've been missing. David and I are just so proud. So proud. The #1 question that I get loads of the time is, how do I balance everything? With full-time jobs, having a baby, with a career, with YouTube, with traveling. I'm going to break it down. Kian is in full-time crash. So basically what happens is, I usually start work at 8 AM every day, and it takes me an hour to get to work. So that means I have to leave at 7, and that also means that I'm unable to take Kian to creche. But the good thing is David starts work at 9 a.m. By the time I'm done dressing up, Kian's waking up, we play, and then David takes over. I get ready and I leave for work. David brings Kian to creche and then goes to work. Picking him up from creche is not an issue. We've always managed to communicate and find out who's able to collect him. So that's basically how we get through the weekdays. Weekends are fine because, well, weekends are not really fine because I've just realized that in the last 4 or 5 weeks I've been on call every weekend. So, but thankfully not the 2 weekends, so I'm either on call Saturday or Sunday. But the weekends that everyone's at home, we both play, we look for activities to do with Kian, go to the park, go to a playground. We have that on lockdown and that's fine. David has said in a few of the videos and vlogs, the reason we're able to really combine everything is that we've perfected our teamwork, and both of us are willing to compromise and to change our schedules around. There's no gender defined roles. When I'm not able to cook, David cooks. When I'm not able to clean, David cleans. Changing nappy, taking care of Kian, it's literally equal. We're equal in this relationship and we're very flexible, and that's why we're able to manage everything. When it comes to traveling, the fact that I have a full-time job, I am entitled to annual leave. I know well in advance when my annual leave is going to happen. David and I talk well in advance about where we're going, what country we'd like to visit. We book the tickets well in advance and we know that we're going on that trip. And I would usually maybe take a week off. We go on the vacation, we come back, and I go back to work as normal. And that's why you're able to see those travel vlogs. So basically that's an insight as to how we manage things. The one thing that I learned when it comes to balancing my entire life is to ask for help and to accept help, because oftentimes we challenge ourselves to things that are not realistic. It's impossible for me to do every single thing. I loved braiding my hair. I loved filming myself braiding my hair, doing my hair routine and whatnot. When was the last time I put up a video like that? Because realistically, I no longer have the luxury of a hair weekend. I simply don't. I can't spend 6 to 7 hours braiding my hair when I have a little child. I can't do that when I have only one day in the weekend to spend with my family. So hair weekend has gone for now until my next maternity leave maybe. These are things that happen in my life, and then I take a step back to ask myself, what is priority? What can I let go for the moment? And what can I juggle? Who can help me achieve what I want to achieve? That's a lesson that I've learned along the way. I only learned that a few months into having Kian, that, you know what, Adanna, you want all these things, but you can't do it yourself. And that doesn't make you a lazy person. That makes you smart. So when it comes to career update, I put up a picture on my Instagram where I was slightly confused as to what specialty that I would want to go into. For the longest time, I've always wanted to be a surgeon because I know that I'm very good with my hands. I've gone to a lot of surgical workshops and I'm very good with my surgical techniques. All of the electives that I did throughout medical school was in surgery, but recently I've brought in another specialty. I feel like I'm cheating on surgery. I brought in A&E medicine, accident and emergency. Both specialties do have some similarities. For me personally anyway, this is very subjective. When it comes to immediate gratification, or the feeling that you've actually helped someone and you can see it, for me that's the similarity and the overlap. For example, somebody has a tumor and you resect it, you know that you've taken out that tumor. On the other hand, somebody comes into the A&E acutely unwell, you perform a couple of procedures and you give them a couple of medications and you can see them get better right away. So for me, that's the overlap, and that's kind of what has attracted me to the both specialties. But when it comes to lifestyle, realistically, Kian is quite young. We've only just started a family. In addition to the fact that I don't want to give up YouTube, if I went into the surgical path, I would have to see Kian and David much less than I'm seeing at the moment. The reason I'm attracted to A&E is the shift work, so I could have a random Monday and Tuesday off, and I could spend more time with Kian. I could take him to crash and bring him back. There are just a few things that I'm weighing that's making A&E medicine more attractive. Also the fact that I love traveling, and I do have this vision of how to combine medicine and traveling. The prospects of my future, where I want my life to be in a few years, I'm actually leaning more towards A&E medicine. But nothing's ever set in stone with me, because at some point I wanted to be a neurosurgeon, and then I wanted to be a psychiatrist, and then I wanted to do obs and gynae, and I wanted to do surgery, I wanted to do plastic surgery. Now I'm in A&E, and I think that's what I like about myself, that it's okay for my mind to change. I normally take the time to think about everything and make a decision, and if that doesn't work, I'm flexible enough to change. So when I started medicine, that's what a lot of people told me. You can't really say in medical school this is what you want to do, because medicine does actually open a lot of windows, and you might find yourself attracted to a specialty that you never thought about. So that's where I am at the moment. I will be taking up the next job as an A&E doctor. So the funny thing is, I did actually get invited to the both interviews, plastic surgery and emergency medicine, and I did get offered the 2 jobs. That's why it was very difficult for me to choose, but A&E won. Another update is when it comes to my family back home. So as you guys know, I am originally Nigerian, and my family does live in Nigeria, so I really do tend to miss them a lot. So we are actually planning a trip to Nigeria, and we're looking forward to it. I'm so excited, and hopefully I get to meet most of you when I come to Nigeria. I think we might be going to Lagos and Abuja, but I'm not quite sure. Guys, I think that's enough update for now. If there's anything that wasn't quite clear, or there's anything that I didn't answer, please leave a comment down below. I'll be very happy to address that in a next update video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for getting us up to 200k. Thank you for all your support and all your love. We read through the comments and it's all positive, and I'm a hugger. I really do wish that I could give everyone a hug, but sometimes I have to be realistic that that's not possible. So I would love to send you guys virtual hugs and kisses. Thank you so much for all the support. We really love and appreciate you. And I promise the next time I'll be here with Kian. He's just not around at the moment. He went out with David. Love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Thanks for watching. Bye.